Wow. Hello, what's up everyone? Gonna play some more Kentucky Route Zero today. Weeha. Uh, yeah. So last time we finished Act 3. So I think we have in store for us one of the middle chapters. Yeah, like between every act there's like I guess like some flavoring, some extra bonus scenes that's not always related to the main characters, but that like fills out the world a little bit more, like fleshes it out a bit more. And I think that's what we're gonna be experiencing first, here and there along the echo. Yeah, usually these things in between chapters, you don't really like have the context to know uh, how relevant they are to the story until you actually discover it in the actual story. So yeah, I'm prepared. I'm prepared to be confused. Oh, look, there's a number. Hey, wall. Oh, what the hell? Oh yeah, you can hold your phone on either side. Interesting. All right. So how do you work on these ones? You pick it up first, right? And then you hit the number in. What if I hit the number in first? Cause I don't know how to use old-timey phones. Me too young. What if I do this? Will the game let me get away with it, or is it going to bully me for not knowing how to perform basic tasks? Yep, it will bully me. Nice. I'm immersed. This is how actual phones work, so I'm immersed. uh, alright, let's go. Man, dude, this dude sound is kind of annoying, huh? Okay, as soon as I start typing in the numbers, it stops. Okay, 5797. What if I hit the wrong number? What happens then? Ah, should have tried it out. Yeah, well. Oh yeah, smooth sounds of radio. Yes?
Hello.
Hello?
You have dialed into Here and There Along the Echo, a guide to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims.
That's nice.
This guide is a
The Echo.
public service provided by the Bureau of Secret Tourism.
Oh, the Bureau of Secret Tourism. Ah, right. That's what the Bureau is called. Right, that's the full name of the Bureau. Right. Yep. Press 1 to... Anything? Hello? Anything else?
For a menu of our resources, press 1.
Okay.
If you have an extension to dial, press 9. For more information about our organization, press 3.
Okay.
If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5.
I remember.
To hear these options again, press 0.
Okay. Let's get more info.
The Bureau of Secret Tourism is supported by a generous population of river creatures whom I fix up and grill as necessary. I am environmentally minded, and I believe all creatures are equally deserving of support in their transition to the next world. So I usually try to sing a little elegy like...
What?
Small water creature, crab or frog. Now you know that sleep is all around us, like a muggy, tranquil fog. Something like that. It's easier to come up with these songs when I'm hungry in a sort of transcendental fasting state, but I've actually just had breakfast. A debt of gratitude is also owed to the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces, who unselfishly and unknowingly donates this here telephone line for the purpose of this here informational resource. You can always find the latest secret tourism literature in any of our unmarked kiosks or any other old place it happens to lay. That's all I have to say about that. Hey, do me a favor. When you get a chance, call us back at extension 1928. You can press 0 now to go back to the main menu.
1928.
You can
1928.
press 0 now to go back to the main menu.
Yeah, what if I don't want to go back to the main menu? What if I want to listen to your beautiful voice, sir?
You can press 0 now.
Fine. Ooh.
Welcome home.
Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm
For
back.
historical sites along the Echo River, press 1.
Wait, this
For a
isn't the same
guide
menu.
to the river's flora and fauna, press 2.
Eh?
For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4.
I'm not holding
To
a
hear
snake.
these
Okay.
options again, press
Okay,
0.
Could I extension? I'll press 0.
For historical sites along the
Huh?
Echo River,
Huh?
press 1.
Huh?
For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2.
Sir, can I
For help identifying
can I
an
please
unfamiliar
talk to
sound,
someone? Can
press
give me an
3.
operator? Can you give
If
me an
you're
operator?
holding a snake right now,
Ah, goddamn
press
automated
4.
system. God
To
damn it.
hear these options again,
Alright, press 1.
well, if you're dialed into this here informational resource, then you're a certain kind of beach.
Oh, fucked it up, huh? Cool, ready to go? Let's just take a minute. I accidentally hung up on him. Whoops. That's fine. I'll call again. Wait. What if I call the cops? Hello? There's been a murder, officer, and I've done it. It's me. I've cracked the case. But also, it's me. I'm the murderer. He'll never catch me though. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I don't think that got through. It seems like this is the only number we can dial. Which isn't too far-fetched if this is like a custom phone with custom landline. What was the number again? 1902? Yeah, I think it was 1902. They better let me dial an extension this time. Yeah. Here we go. Do I have to listen to everything again? It seems I do. Let's just sit back, relax.
Hello. You have dialed into Here and There Along the Echo.
Listen to
guide
Here
the
and
Echo
There
River
Along
for
the Echo.
drifters and pilgrims.
Am I a drifter or am I a pilgrim?
This guide is a public service provided by the Bureau of Secret Tourism.
My YouTube stream seems to be broken. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it could be all of YouTube, I guess. Let me just check
For a
real quick
menu
though,
of our
because
resources,
just before I
press
started the
1.
stream, it was still fine.
If you have an extension to dial, press
No, it
9.
seems fine for me.
For more information about our organization,
Well,
press 3.
just from
If
what
you
I can
don't
see so
remember
far.
dialing this number at all,
But that's
press
why I stream on 2
5.
platforms, right? Haha,
To
you
hear
can't
these
watch me
options
on
again,
Twitch. Haha.
press 0.
But yeah, if you're wondering about the YouTube side of things, it seems okay to me.
For
It is a bit
menu
slow.
of our resources, press 1.
I have to refresh a
If you
couple
have an
times, but
extension to dial,
usually it works.
press 9. If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5.
Alright, let's hit
To
9
hear
on
these
this one.
options again, now is the time to dial an extension.
If I remember
Now
correctly.
is the time to dial an
No,
extension.
I got it wrong. Check the VODs. What was the extension again? 1982?
Now is the time to dial an
1908?
extension. For a menu of our resources, press 1.
Okay.
If you have an extension to dial, press 9.
Wait,
Now is the time to dial an extension.
1908?
For a menu of our resources,
What? It just
press
brings me
1.
back.
If you have an extension to
Robo
dial,
menu? What does
press
that mean?
9. For more information
This
about
brings
our
me right
organization,
back.
press 3. If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5.
Let's hit 5.
So, you don't remember dialing this number.
Oh,
You
I
just
guess I
sort
don't.
of woke up with the phone pressed to
Yep.
your ear,
Yep.
ringing on the other
Yep.
end.
This is actually
Or maybe you
the
thought you dialed a different number, but your digits
exactly. Yep.
betrayed you.
Yep.
Or there's a
Yep.
faulty connection somewhere
No,
out there
I'm
in
actually
that
just the main character in
spider-web lattice
Memento.
of phone cords that covers
I just
all of
woke up like
creation.
this.
It must be
Um,
kind of a nice feeling, really.
Only the next scene will
It's
tell
like
us
you
how
and
I
just
managed to
bumped
dial
into
this
each other
number.
in the street or a little cafe. Say, next time
Help,
you meet
Doc.
a stranger, call
I'm
us
in
back.
trouble. I don't remember how I got here. Doc.
7864 and hand them the phone. We'd love to get to know them. Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1.
1.
For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For
Could I
help
speak to an
identifying
operator,
an
please?
unfamiliar sound, press 3.
Alright, let's identify a
For a
sound.
catalog of subterranean birdsong, press 1.
Not interested in
For
birds.
help identifying something that's happening in the dark, press 2.
Okay, maybe. That sounds
If
interesting.
you are hearing organ music, press 3.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely hearing organ
To
music.
return to the main menu,
Press
press 5.
0. 5!
To hear these options again,
Press 0.
press 0.
Okay, let's hit 0, man.
For a catalog of subterranean
Nope.
birdsong,
It actually just
lucky
repeats it.
you. Does it
Ooh.
sound like this?
Da, 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 da. No. It was a bit more Dracula in nature. Alright, now that's a bit closer. Like more minor chords, please. More minor chords. Watch this, dude. ASMR. Better be using your headphones. ASMR directional audio. Although I don't think it's directional. Because I don't hear the directionality. So neither will you guys. Smack it, can I? Whoa, I'm a DJ now. Okay, that's quite enough, Okay, get me out of here. Ooh, this, you know, I can actually play some music with this, right? Wait. Ah, god damn it. Stop it, just stop it. Let me listen to the other options. Guess I have to hang up. Okay. Could dial it again. Or I could just leave. Yeah, let's. Oh no, I clicked the wrong dialogue. Fuck. Alright, let's just call a number real quick and then get out of here, okay? Can I get this line out of the way? Okay. Five, 7, 9, 7. Okay. Dun 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 dun. Oh, hello. It's him again. Press 1. Press 1. Fuck, I have to listen to his first spiel before I can actually press my buttons. This is some advanced telephone system.
A guide to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims.
Yeah, does it not just play a pre-recorded message? It actually has marks along the way to mark like when an option can be pressed. Hey, that's crazy, yo. Yeah, okay, okay, sir. I know now this is when you can press stuff, right?
For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9.
9.
For historical sites along the Echo River, press
On
1.
the Echo River,
For a
press 1.
guide to the river's flora and... Well,
Let's get a
if
historical
you're
sites.
dialed into this here informational resource, then you're a certain kind of beachcombing, bat-calling sightseer. So let's
Caw-caw.
take a driftwood inventory.
Driftwood
For a diver's
inventory?
guide to underwater islands, press 1. For
Uh-huh.
forgotten places, press 2.
I like the sound of that.
For restless places,
Ooh,
press
I might
3.
like the sound of that even more.
For what little
Spooky.
we know of the Iron Pariah, press
What the
4.
fuck is that? Iron
For
Pariah.
food and drink recommendations, press 5.
Boop.
To return to the main menu,
This is
press
too much
6.
goddamn lore, dude.
For the cluttered place, press 1.
The cluttered place.
For the
Anything
flooding
else?
place,
The flooding place. Press 2.
for a list of the places where people can't sleep, press 3.
Alright, let's go place 3.
People can't sleep in the wet grass or on the bridges of New Königsberg.
Oh,
They
okay.
can't sleep anywhere near Lake Lethe because it's too large. Nobody can sleep with their toes in the river because it's too cold. People can't
That's
sleep
so.
where I sleep because
That's
I'm all
true.
knees and elbows, and anyway,
What, aren't you also a
there
people?
isn't enough room for both of us.
Okay, fair
I'm
enough.
not sure if anyone can sleep on the deck of the Mucky Mammoth, but I'm certain they can't sleep on the trash barge because of the smell.
I don't know
If
about
you have
that.
anything to add, please call us back with extension 7360. For a diver's
7360.
guide to underwater islands, press
7360.
1.
Remember this,
For
chat.
forgotten
7360.
Press 2. For restless places, press 3. For secret tourism, forgotten places are the vital spark. Take no pictures here, nor souvenirs. Write no travelogues. We will discuss these places now in vague and qualified descriptions.
Opero.
For the town with no roads
Opero.
to it, press 1. For the silo
Okay.
of late reflections, press 2. For the monument to something that we don't remember what it is, press 3.
Okay.
There is a town which has its own roads, but which no other roads connect to. They send and receive mail.
By
There is
helicopter.
a school,
Oh.
and so on. But what I want to tell you about now is the horses.
The horses.
There are horses living wild in this town.
Hey,
I
it's a
forget
horse
how
town.
they got there. They don't stay in stalls. They sleep outside. They
Wild
walk through the
horses.
town, on the streets, or on the sidewalks, and the people of the town think of them as elegant, wordless neighbors. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1. For forgotten places, press 2.
Can I maybe
For restless places, press
put in my
3.
extension? Can I
For
go
what
back
little
to
we
main
know
menu?
of the Iron Pariah,
Can you go
press
back to main
4.
menu?
For food and drink recommendations, press 5. To return to the main menu,
Oh, let's
press
go.
6.
6.
To hear these options,
Hey.
welcome home.
Adventure quest?
For
Yep.
historical sites
Talking to Falcon
along
Hoof right
the
now.
Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press
Press 2.
For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. To hear these options again, press 0.
Could I call my extension now? Sir? My extension?
For historical sites. For historical sites
How do I
along the
get back
Echo
to the
River,
original
press
place so I
1.
can call the extension?
For a guide to the river's flora and fauna,
Urgh.
press 2.
I don't think I can just
For
hang up and
help
try again. Last time I tried
identifying
it didn't work. Or
unfamiliar
maybe I just
sounds,
remembered the wrong
press
number.
3. If you're
Seven.
holding a
It was
snake right now, press
7360.
4.
I'm pretty
To
sure.
hear these options again, press 0.
I'm not holding a snake, okay?
For different types of water, press 1. For
Different
the
types of water.
language of bats, press 2. For
Okay.
insect interactions, press 3.
Okay.
To return to the main menu, press
Press
5.
5.
Welcome home. For historical sites
Press
along
5
the
again.
Echo River,
Nope.
press 1. For a guide to the river...
I'm holding a snake
So,
right now.
you're probably not in any danger, but why are you holding that snake?
I don't know.
If you're involved in an exchange of some kind, press 1. If holding the snake is part of your spiritual practice, press 2. If you don't remember why you're holding the snake, press 3.
3. To
To
hear
return
these
to the
options
main
again,
menu,
press
press
5.
0.
Ooh. I'm holding the snake because I
If
want to
you're
dial an
involved in an
extension.
exchange of some... Take
An
another
exchange?
look at your
Yep.
snake. Not a bad snake, is it? Yeah, it's really nice. You got
Yeah,
a good
sure.
one.
Sure.
Can you bear
You could
to
say
see
that.
it go? What's the other
Um,
party bringing to this here swap? Press 1 if you still plan to go through with the trade. Press 2 if
Oh
you're
no,
having second
actually
thoughts.
I was trading with the snake. I wasn't trading the snake for something. I was trading with the snake, you know.
Press 1 if...
But it was a bit
Yeah,
hard for the
well,
snake to take
you're
its stuff
probably
home.
right. All right. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work on this here snake situation.
Okay.
What you're going for is a kind of gestural conversation. Don't worry.
What?
I'll lead you two through it.
It wants me
Give
to
that
communicate with the
a
snake?
name and look her right in the eyes and say her name. I'm going to go with Delia for the purpose of
Who?
demonstration, but
Ilya?
you pick a suitable name.
Ilya. For
Try
my
to
snake.
follow along with me here to the best of your ability.
Eli.
Delia, take it easy now. What if
Take
all
it easy
of this
now.
is just a reflection of a reflection?
What?
Now hold the silence while she processes that metaphysical curveball. Okay, what's Delia up to now? If she's staring right back at you, press 1. If she's wriggling around, press 2. And if she's just kind of limp, press 3.
She's staring at me. Press 1.
Good. Now you've got her attention. Now,
Yep.
leading with your shoulder, slowly tilt your body to the left, always maintaining eye contact. Adjust your feet as necessary. You want to do a full rotation over several seconds. It's normal to feel a bit
What?
self-conscious. Try not to
Full
get
rotation?
tangled up in the phone cord, or next
Alright,
time
I'm doing
plan
a turn.
ahead and
I'm doing a
use it.
turn.
All right, where are we at? If the
Alright,
snake is
I've
breathing
done my
heavily,
turn.
press 1. If she's curled around your forearm, press 2.
If you
If
are
her
bitten,
tongue is extended, press 3. You just point your tongue right back at her. If hers moves left, yours moves right, and so on. Maintain eye contact so she knows you're not making fun of her. There you go. Delia should be in a kind of a calm, thoughtful state now, so you can move on. So, put that snake in some grass or something. Let Delia be free, like a snake should. And go ahead and wash your hands if you care to. I would.
snake poo
Welcome
poo.
home.
Oh no, I'm just
For
home again.
historical
I need to
sites
dial
along the Echo River,
I need to dial an
press
extension, brother.
for a guide to the river's flora and...
Alright, let's try just one last time. So where to? I feel kind of overwhelmed now, you know? Too many options. I know, I just want to sit somewhere and draw something. Yeah, I'll work on some whittling. Turn some boards into scrap wood. Yeah, it's late. Somewhere we can rest. Yeah, we could just drive until we find something that looks restful. That sounds exhausting. At least we know where not to go. I've had a list of restless places. Now we know what to avoid, right, guys? Uh, wet grass, you gotta avoid that. The trash barge, gotta avoid that. Let's just take a minute. Oh, hello, Russell. I don't know, we're calling a mystical phone line run by the Bureau of Secret Tourism. And I have an
The number you
extension.
have dialed
Eh?
is not real.
Hey, fuck you. Yeah, I am charming a snake. No, I wasn't charming. I was receiving instructions on how to charm a snake. The snake is just in my mind. Hypothetical, you know? The snakes of our sins. The twisty, windy snakes of fate that binds us all in this mortal realm. A symbol for the mortal coil
Hello.
that each of us are bound
You
to.
have dialed into here and there along the Echo. A guide to the Echo River for
And a
drifters
call government
and
helpline.
pilgrims.
Dissimulation.
This guide is a public
Ouroboros
service
is the word
provided
you're
by the
thinking
Bureau
of.
Secret
That's just the
Tourism.
snake that's eating itself, right? I don't know, I'm thinking of more of a spiral situation, not a infinite cycle type of situation. Yeah, I'm gonna hit
For
9
you, now is the time to
to
dial
dial
an
your
extension.
an extension. Okay, 7360.
All right then.
Hey,
Tell us
we did
why
it.
you can't sleep.
Oh,
When you're finished, press the 0 button.
why can't I sleep? Because I'm too busy playing rhythm games. And sometimes the sun is too bright when I try to sleep. Actually, that's never been a problem. Even if the sun is bright, I can fall asleep. It's just sometimes it wakes me up, you know? And then I just have to fall back asleep again. It's not like I sleep when I have a bedtime, you know? So it's usually kind of easy to sleep. So I'm not actually calling for this reason. Just wanted to check out, you know, what your extension is for. Have a wee chat. I thought this would get me to a human being, an operator, but I suppose not. What was I gonna say again? Oh yeah, Archaea, the rhythm game just came out on Switch yesterday, or I think it's today. Yeah, technically it's today. And yeah, it's a good time. I've been playing it. Um, it's also available on mobile devices if you so wish, but only if you have a smartphone. Um, what's the deal with smartphones? You know, like why is it a triopoly of Apple, uh, and the other two, and Android phones? You know, what about the? Why aren't there any side brands? I guess maybe they are, but it's just not very popular. Anyway, I'm done.
Welcome home.
Oh no, that's
For
it.
historical
I would like
sites
to be
along the Echo
contacted
River,
and
press
speak to
1.
an agent. Alright,
For a
screw it. I'm
guide
done.
to the
Goodbye.
flora and
Oh, cool. Ready to go? Yeah, let's go. Let's go here and there along the Echo. I don't know, is the Echo referring to highway number 0 or is it some other thing altogether? Find out in this chapter of Kentucky Route Zero, Act 4. Guess it's not a chapter, it's an act. Oh, is that a barge? Yeah, I think it is. That's the ferry, that's the barge. So I suppose that's a mechanical, yeah, that's a mammoth contraption and not an actual mammoth, unfortunately. Things are weird, but not that weird, apparently. Manual. 5.4 Contact Backlash. General wear on the gesture gear mounting apparatus 5A1 may result in undesirable play between teeth in the contacts and history state machine gears, causing stuttering, slippage, resetting, skipping. Well, this is not helpful at all. Table of contents. 0. Introduction. 1. Installation. Orientations. Order of operations. Passage of time. Gestures. Ooh, they have gestures? This is ahead of its time, dude. Before smartphones came out. Final notes. Must be missing a page or something. My savior. Our friend here is in a bad way. Any insight? Junibug. Oh, I think Junibugs is a robot, right? Whenever she walks, you hear a sounds. I try to stay clear of high voltage these days. I don't at all blame you, especially down here. Underwater, I mean. Sure, it's dangerous, but this is where she lives. What brings you down to the Echo tonight? Just tagging along. Ha, that doesn't sound like you. What does that mean? Oh, I just mean that you and your Johnny have always been complete. Since I first met the pair of you, freestanding, like a lighthouse. I'm sure your new friends appreciate the company. It's no shame to be lonesome. We picked you up at the bureau tonight. Never seen that far upriver. Oh, never seen you far upriver before. I hope that doesn't mean you've been traveling on the Zero. What? I've always been traveling on the Zero. Yeah, have you been there? The Zero? Oh no, not me. This old river rat steers clear of weird highways. Wait, oh okay, so I'm traveling on the Echo, which is the river, and it's not the same as the Zero, which is the highway. Okay, I got you. I've been traveling this river for more than half my life, more or less alone. I think I've seen it change quite a bit in all those years, but I can't say for sure. The water has a peculiar way of making a person forgetful. I don't know, doesn't seem like a good place to spend half your life on then. Know what I mean? If it makes you forget. Some nights I remember a place, but it's full of strange new people. And some nights I meet an old friend on an unfamiliar shore. I wonder which kind of night this is. Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bad luck. Some nights I call it a draw. Wow, that wasn't even a scene, dude. That was a sceneless dialogue. Shakespeare's rolling in his grave. How can you have dialogue and writing when there's no scene to contextualize it in? It's illegal. Okay, who is this? Who is this? This new character. Okay, I'm gonna go see to Will. Ah, okay. Hey Will, what's up? But Junibug isn't here, so maybe this is like a time skip? The before times. Well, singing quietly. Singing Constance. Oh. For we on more than whiskey fed and... Oh! Oh wait, this is Shannon. Okay. What gears? What gears? Probably, who knows. First thing I tried anyway. Down here by this little blue box, I took all the gears out and dried each one by hand. And then I loaded them back in again. I took care of the grinding sound, but her trunk keeps doing that sparking, clanking, weeping thing. To be honest with you, I'm not really qualified for this work. Kate's a friend, you know how it is, don't you? How do you two know each other? So, ever walked through rolling farmland? Just drove, I guess. Right, nobody does it. Unless it's their land to farm. I mean, they'll walk from barn to tractor or tractor to truck, you know. Well, I sure did. I slipped under or over fences, and I walked barefoot with the seeds when they were just planted, and tilled the earth with my toes. Alright, seems like a farmer. Maybe? Hey, I should tell you where I left my shoes. Did you know I'm a classically trained organist? It's true, look at these long fingers and pedal-gripping toes. It doesn't matter. A minor in French literature earned me a position teaching Artaud Zola at the university. Well, some shitty governor cut state funding for our department, and I was demoted to mopping floors, running wiring through walls or in dangerous places. I even operated the soundboard at the student theater. I left my shoes there at the university. It was in protest. Walk without shoes for something important or tragic. I ended up by the shore, and soon I was drifting along the echo. It ran for a while above ground, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't anymore. Okay, but I prefer subterranean waters anyway. Wow, this is a big river then. Kate brings me along, and I record what I see and hear. I try to help with maintenance. I drop off the mail and pick up the trash. On occasion, I take the helm. Anyway, that's all I try to remember anymore. Oh god, it is Memento. I listen to the river's stories, and my own stories get fainter and fainter. Oh, if you talk to Kate, could you ask her? When she stops for gas, could she pick me up a scratch ticket? Thanks. Okay. What are you gonna do with a scratch ticket? Even if you win something. You don't leave this boat, do you? How long has this man been shoeless? God, too long. Kate? Where's Kate? Is this Kate? There's no way this is Kate. Oh, it's slowly turning its head to me. Yes, okay. Okay, hello? Okay, alright. It's kind of spooky. It's following me. But I can outrun it. Haha, you can't turn your head fast enough, mammoth. I'm way too agile for you. Oh, hello, Kate. So you're the real captain of this ship. How's that cold river spray treating you? I thought I saw you squinting. It's hard water. You know, hard on the eyes. It still irritates mine a little. And I'm piloting a tugboat through it 6 nights a week. Don't be too shy to close them in public. Your eyes, I mean. People will just assume you're thoughtful. Yeah. You need tea. So, egg grill, what? Okay. Egg grill saib agarita, definitely. Peppermint, dried spring agaricus, milk thistle, and dried reishi. What are all those for? Ice drink. Dried spring agaricus masks the taste of the rest of it. Dry reishi in particular has an eccentric flavor profile. It's mushroom based. I'm a big believer in the fungal pharmacy. Is that your dog? Yeah, that's Valkyrie. I call her Val. She's the rescue. Isn't she dignified? I've always thought so. Oh, is that your cat too, below deck? Huh? I thought that was your cat. He came on board with you at the bureau. Uh-oh, we got a stray cat. Well, it wouldn't be the first time some strange animal hitched a ride. I hope you enjoyed the trip on our little mammoth. Take advantage of all the amenities. Fresh air, cozy bunks, hot tea, the video room. There's some pretty interesting tapes down there, actually. Unusual, I mean. Weird. Watch out that VCR doesn't take your hand off, though. It's untrustworthy. Eh? What's wrong with the VCR? I could take a look. Oh, please do. I don't know anything about electronics. Maybe try a few different tapes. You'll get the picture. I saw you talking to Will. He's an old friend. Don't be fooled by that burned out aura. He's a smart and kind man. I think his only vice is those silly scratch tickets. Speaking of which, we're coming up on our next stop shortly, refueling and picking up a few things. Well, eyes on the road. Ezra runs up to Shannon. Whoa, slow down. Oh, hello. That's Ezra. It's slippery up on deck. Yeah, no running up on deck. Do you have batteries? Yeah, of course. What for? Like how it's a given that she has batteries on her. Johnny said I could use his tape recorder, but it needs a battery. Oh, fun. Well, Shannon searches her pockets. Here's 4 different kinds. Surely one of these should fit. Thank you. Okay. Alright, I'm going back to whoever needs the batteries. Under the ship, probably. Ooh, ooh. In the belly of the beast. Hello, kitty cat. Can I give him a wee pat? Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, there's musicians on board. Hello. This is quite a big ship. Johnny, really? You were in trance. You don't remember this? Oh, it's Johnny and Junebug. We know them. But an extra character, Clara, which we haven't met before. It's okay. We've all seen a lot of concerts. Serrano opened. His tape machine was broken or something. It got really cosmic. Right. At the flower shop. I remember that show. Sorry, Clara. Well, you have a second chance to hear it tonight. That was fast. Got the batteries? Let's see. Perfect, this one will do. So you hit the button here to record. Hold it right here so you don't cover the microphone with your hand. I bet you'll find a lot of good sounds just around the tugboat. There's plenty of tape in there, so don't be stingy with it. Just record anything that catches your ear. It really changes the way you listen. For the better, I mean. Okay. Are you playing a concert tonight? I could record that. Yeah, Clara here came all the way from Lithuania just to do this Echo River gig. Wow, that's a long way. Just for one gig? It's a tour. Tomorrow, I'll be in Nashville and then Atlanta. And then over to the coast. Okay. Brutal. Well, we're lucky she's making a stop. Johnny and I saw her play once, and I remember loving it. And Johnny was moved. Speaking of Serrano, it's his night at the Rum Colony. Kate said she usually stops off there. Oh, that's ideal. I'm supposed to meet a lady there to look at some old engine parts. About 3 hours ago. 3 hours goes fast at the Rum Colony, ma'am. I bet she's still there. I hope we don't stop there too long. My concert is soon, and I don't want to keep them waiting. Nah, it's river time. Nobody expects you to be punctual. Hey, why don't you give that tape recorder a try? See if that cat over there has anything he wants to say. I often use found sounds in my music. If you find some interesting sounds tonight, you can help me out. Ooh, I'm the musician now. Call me Kanye West because I'm taking all these samples. Wow. Oh, hey, it's Conway. Whoa, what happened to his arm, dude? He's losing more and more pieces of himself slowly. Again. Not quite my tempo. Again. Go again, cat! No. Oh, I missed it. I just missed it. No, that was good, cat. That was good. Can I hear it again? No. I am no longer Ezra. I am now Conway. Hello, it is me, Conway. Where's my dog? Where's Blue? Okay. You know, it's the strangest thing. I can't remember why I came up here. Maybe you should slow down? Nah, I'm good. It's just that thing about, what was it? When you walk through a door, or you go to the kitchen and you open up the fridge. Oh, yeah, I know. When you go into the kitchen for something, and as soon as you pass from one door into another, you forget what you wanted. No, I forget before I even enter the door, man. I forget as soon as I stand up. You have to walk back out just to remember. Like you left a part of your brain behind. Hey, I wonder if I could follow that brain crumb trail all the way back to the room I was born in. Conway cranes his neck over the railing. You were driving for hours. Get any sleep? You found beer. Yeah, Conway was, I think he had an alcoholic problem before. But then he stopped drinking. But then, in the previous chapter or previous act, he was forced to drink a bottle, and now he's full on drinking again. Oh no. Gotta fight it, Conway. Although I barely know yet because I'm just a stranger. But no, Conway, don't do it. There's a cooler fool down there. They say it just floated by, if you believe that. Got caught on some netting and they hauled it aboard. A bounty. Anyway, there's a sign by the cooler. Take what you need and leave the rest. Shannon leans over the railing and looks at the river below. There's all kinds of trash down here. Could have fallen off the hull back there. Oh, hello, Fi. How's it going? I think that kid was playing on the trash barge earlier. Should I be worried? I'm fine. I was talking about Ezra. It's good for him. It's important to know how to be alone. What's up, huh? You look like there's something you want to ask. Fine, you can ask it. One question. You really... Oh, fuck. I want to know what both these say. Ooh. Guess I'll figure out what will happen at the Hard Times later. So the Hard Times is a brewing company. We ran into their headquarters last week. Yeah, I mean last chapter. And so they gave me a tour of their facilities basically. And after the tour, they gave me a drink, I guess. And then they were like, oh, you know, this tour is kind of expensive actually. And the drink was premium stuff. So we're gonna have to need you to pay for that. Oh wait, you can't pay for that? I guess you have to work for us now to work off your debt. Oh, and by the way, there's interest. God. And I think all their employees, like of the brewery? Yeah. All their employees are like just there trying to pay off their debt to the company. And they're also just only paying off interest. Because apparently the interest is higher than what they make daily, so it's capitalism at its finest, I guess. Well, let's explore his alcoholism for a second. Yeah, but you know, why am I gonna go back there, huh? It's not like there's a law. They just offered me a drink, man. I didn't sign any contracts. They can't get me on those fake charges. But yeah, this guy Conway, he was an alcoholic before, and then he became clean, and then the brewery forced him to drink a beer, basically, and now he's drinking again. I thought you didn't drink. Well, I didn't. I mean, I did, and then I didn't, and then I did again. That's how it always goes. I drift out. I finally wind up back at Lizette's with my head between my legs, saying never again. 15 months this last time. I think I hung on because I knew there wouldn't for much longer be anywhere to go back to. She went to live with her sister now, and she probably won't remember me for long anyway. One time she picked me up out of a ditch by the road, blackout drunk at dawn. I came around later that night. She'd taken care of me. I told her I didn't deserve it, and she said I didn't have to deserve it. She sounds like a saint. We should all have someone like that. Oh, you wouldn't say that if you knew her when she was younger. That girl was wild. I guess she's got her own problems now. I wish I could help out. Hey, maybe I could make some money and send it to her sister? Maybe they'll keep me on at this distillery. Oh no, don't do it! I mean, oh, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. I've got to repay my debt. Hell, I should be grateful for the opportunity. If you want to die with any dignity, you've got to settle up. That's why it's such a damn shame when people go sudden. No, it's a scam. It's a scam. Bing, wee-oo. It's a scam. The alert sounds are here. It's a scam. Don't work for them. Pretty graphics. I'm sure I talk too much. Everyone on this river does. The problem is that we listen twice as much as that. We're only telling you half of the stories we hear. Who's talking? I don't know. Probably the dude. The male guy. I forgot his name. Dave, maybe? Kate told me that I ought to have been a photographer. She said, you have an uncanny way of having been in the place at the time the thing happened there. So, Forrest Gump. He's like Forrest Gump. That's the hardest part of taking a photograph. Anyway. Yeah. Nice of her to say, but it isn't true. Though I know just about every story on this river. Most of them I've picked up second, third, or fourth hand, and so on. Listening, see? Now, I know what you're gonna ask, so I'm gonna answer it. Yes, I'm sure they're all true. I personally believe a story gets more true as it's tossed around from brain to brain and the whole community brings their insight to bear on the brittle facts of experience. Yeah, I can buy into that. I agree with that. There are a few Echo River stories I witnessed directly. I saw that big owl migration pass through. You might have heard about that. I was there when the old train station flooded. I saw the ghost of Stephen Bishop brew up a batch of white lightning on the raft. Or anyway, I talked to a few sailors who recently crossed paths with him, and I suspect sampled his wares. Uh-huh. One night when I was working on the Mucky Mammoth, we picked up a gaggle of passengers headed down to a mill drop by the silo of late reflections. Deep. Usually people would believe the opposite, I think. Yeah, that's true. I'm not like most raccoons. I'm special. No, I think it's important to know that it's about stories, right? Because stories are kind of things that, I don't know, stories are different than facts, you know? Or events. Stories are stories. And stories only exist in people's minds, kind of. Because a story, has weight to it, right? It has feeling. It has people's sentimentalities attached to it. And it has a moral. Know what I mean? I'm a pygmy raccoon? What's a pygmy raccoon? Pygmy? Pygmy? I've heard of guinea pigs before. That doesn't work. One night when I was working on the Mucky Mammoth, oh, I already read that. We picked up a gaggle of passengers headed down to a mill drop by the silo of late reflections. Oh, pygmy girl? Really? I'm not like other girls. I'm special. She wears short skirts, I wear t-shirts. She's chair captain and I'm on the bleachers. Dreaming about the day where you wake up and find that what you're looking for has been here the whole time. Like that? I knew a couple of them in passing, a pair of traveling musicians whom I often encountered on the river. The others were strangers to me at the time, a young woman, a small boy, and an old man whose name I didn't catch. Oh, and a smelly old dog. Hey, that's me, dude. That's us. So there was a time skip here, probably. He's like reflecting on what happened. We docked at a gas station so the mammoth could refuel. Ezra stayed on the tugboat and looked around the map room. Ezra followed Junibug and Johnny into the gas station. Let's go into the gas station. I want to see what's up. Yeah, how's the delay, by the way? The chat delay? I hear on YouTube it's kind of bad. Seeing as you're someone who has watched on both YouTube and Twitch. Crazy. Crazy. Ooh, gas. Got me gassed up. We cut it close. I usually find this place upriver. Everyone's on the lake tonight. Everyone's on the lake tonight. The gas station moves around? Sure, it's not anchored on anything. It could be anywhere up and down the echo. You just kind of run into it when you need it, or hopefully a little before you need it. Okay, so it's like a roguelike. Every trip up the echo is a different gaming experience. Sometimes it's a resource management game. Wow. Gotta run into the shop at the right time. I usually stop here once a night. Though, to be honest, I'm not sure it's even the same one. It doesn't have a name or anything, and I never really pay attention to who's behind the counter. What, you come here every night and you don't pay attention? Kinda rude. Service people are people too. Ahem. Anyway, it's nice to see you two. Most of my regular passengers must have gotten held up somewhere in their journey tonight. It's that storm, I think. Oh, 15 seconds is quite a long time. And you gotta add to that the time I take to read the message. That's like a minute, a full minute. Yeah, it's up to you. Which platform you prefer, I guess. God. Kinda wanna stream on Twitch, like exclusively, but also no one clicks on the Twitch link, you know? And why not both, you know? Often it's like, why not both? Anyway, look at him go. That kid has a lot of energy. It's got to be past his bedtime or something, right? I don't think he has a bedtime. He's a maverick. Yeah, maverick kid. Sounds familiar. You don't have any of your own, I mean. No, I guess not. I just realized you two come here. You two come through here so often. We chat about all kinds of stuff, but I never thought to ask about family. Just trying out one to see if I prefer one. Yeah, me too. Hehe. That for like 2 months by now. uh, we're all the family we need. That's sweet. So, how about that storm upstairs? Did you two get caught in it? I heard it kind of roamed around, uncertain. I'm sure we'd hear all about it tomorrow. Flooding, property damage, probably killed a few tomatoes. No! The massacre of Tomato Town! No! Tomato Town!
I can't believe you've done this.
It's got the river churning and everyone headed to the lake here, where the water's calmer. I myself don't mind navigating a choppy river. Not at all. I've got a good feel for it. Plus, it's better for fungal growth. High water consumes the cave, moths, ew, moths, ew, and their wet wings clump together into these little balls of nutrient-dense mushroom food, jammed by current here and there between the rocks. You've never seen a mushroom grow like on a soggy cave moth carcass. Ew, don't eat those. I think moths are actually really scary. Like, they're like butterflies, but even scarier, you know what I mean? But probably not as terrifying as cockroaches when they start flying. Everybody gangsta until the cockroaches start flying. Why don't they fly more often, you know? Does it waste too much energy? Why do cockroaches just run around all the time when they have wings? They use it as like a final move. Like you're about to you get real close to the cockroach, that's when it starts flying. Otherwise it just like runs around. Maybe it's a stealth move. It's like just trying to stay out of sight. Like, oh, don't mind me, I'm just here minding my own business. Hey, I'm walking here! And then when you get too close, I'm flying here. Anyway, amazing. If I could get a day off, Val and I would be coming out there all day tomorrow to harvest. I mean it. They'll be ready by tomorrow. A mushroom will grow just as fast as you can pump water into it. I guess so. They run real fast, yeah, but flying is three-dimensional, you know? That's even harder to catch. And infinitely more terrifying. Hey, are you two headed out this way tomorrow? Maybe I could send Val ashore with you for a few hours. She's got a remarkable nose for mushrooms. You wouldn't even need to know what to look for. Put a bag around her neck and she'll just bring them back to you. Okay. Yeah? Yeah. And then we don't know where we'll be tomorrow. I should have figured. Seems you two are always on the move. True. It does seem that way. Cricket, cricket. Silence. So, I should get back aboard. No rush. I just want to brew some tea before we get underway. Headed into the station. Thought I'd grab some black coffee for the old man. He's looking a bit waterlogged. Sure. Don't want him falling asleep on you. Nah, he'll be alright. He seems like the type who can hold his liquor. Seems like he has a little experience, I mean. Oof. Hey, while you're in there, could you remind the gas station attendant this fuel is on my tab? Charge to the Mucky Mammoth. Wait, it's the Mucky Mammoth? I think I've been saying the Lucky Mammoth. Oh, and we'll want a scratch ticket. Thanks. Will Smith. To Junebug, I think I'll just watch the lake for a bit, ma'am. Alright. Suit yourself. I'm the bionic woman. Wah, wah. Chee. Attendant. Looking for crystals. What? Crystal meth? How do you assume I'm looking for crystals? Got them on sale. All kinds of folk come here looking for crystals. Do they mean actual cave crystals? Because we've seen a lot of cave crystals, or do they mean the PG-13 kind? There's a few over there with milky white shocks through the middle, like you caught a piece of a cloud. People seem to like those a lot. Is it tight? Tight. Yep. Popular crystals. You work on the mammoth? I can add it to your tab. Oh, you know the tugboat? The captain, Kate, said I have to remind you. Sure, they're here every night. It's okay, I have one of those faces. Forgettable. Rude. Does it bother you? I've learned to cherish it. There's dignity in being forgotten. Letting the crowd flow around you unspoiled. Man, this is an oddity, man. This attendant is a monster. It's an oddity. Living... He's a ghost, probably, right? Like, you meet him every day, but you can't remember his face. Must be a ghost. I used to live in a real city, Cleveland, Ohio. Wow, name dropped. I had some family money then, and I didn't have to work. I lived in hotels. Must be pretty expensive. In daylight, I walked whenever the people were. My only duty was to the crowd. I was its observer, its historian, its detective, its poet. Well, the money ran out, and I dispersed with the rest of them. I took my duties with me here. To Lake Litha, and the Echo River. I live behind this counter, anonymous, invisible, but I live with dignity. And yourself? Something like that. I like to keep moving. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I can't help myself. I travel at the pleasure of the current. We keep all the crystals on that shelf over there. Buy one, get one free. Of equal or lesser symmetry. Okay then. Can we buy something? Can we buy something that we actually need? Shit, that flood water washed you halfway up out to sea. I was looking for you down by New Königsberg, same as usual, but ain't nobody there. And the river's deep as an elephant's trunk. Oh, didn't see you there, man. Pardon my language. What? Elephant? Haha, alright, you're no paper flower, I see that. Extending his hand warmly. I expect you must be Loretta. Enchanted to meet you. Sorry I'm late. Hey, is that coming on too flowery or something? Enchanted? Repeating it now, I feel a little silly. I'm not Loretta, but I guess you'll do fine with Enchanted. Oh, thanks for saying so. But now I'm double embarrassed. You picked a funny place to meet. You're probably right about that. I guess I thought it'd be like neutral territory. And we both live on the river. It's not very romantic though, is it? No, it's not. But if you both live on the river, I think you made a good call. Don't worry about it. You'll do well. I met Loretta on the computer. We met, each other there, I mean. Or, I guess, we spoke through the computer and agreed to meet. I don't know the terminology. I haven't dated in quite a while. Back when I met Greta, that's my wife, excuse my ex. Or maybe I am her ex. I don't know how to say it. Oh, aren't you each other's exes? All my exes live in Texas. Anyway, back then there wasn't even such a thing as computers at all. I mean, I guess there probably was, but I never heard of one. I worked in textiles. So what's your plan when Loretta shows up? Oh, maybe head down to the rum colony. Shoot, I forgot to ask if she likes to drink. You really never know these days. I guess first I'd ask her about that. If she doesn't like rum, maybe I'll try to take her by the Bat Sanctuary. Bat Sanctuary? That's a bit romantic in a sense. I mean like Misty Valley and ruined churches romantic, not like flowers and chocolate romantic. Of course, they've got that memorial there. That's a little depressing actually. Maybe we kind of sail around that. Damn it all, I guess I probably missed her. I wonder if she'll agree to meet me again. I'm sure she'll understand with the weather and all. Plus, how many people live on the river that you're gonna meet? Nice of you to say so. Well, I guess I'll head on back. Hey, supposing Loretta doesn't want to see me after all? I'm out of your league. Haha, I won't argue with that. Actually, I wanted to ask you for some advice. I had to type up a sort of autobiography for the computer date. And I spent a lot of time on it, but I only got one reply, and that was Loretta herself. I was happy to meet her, but supposing she's lost interest now, do you think you could maybe give me some feedback? It's only a paragraph or so. I have it all memorized. I spent so damn long writing it. Okay, here's how it goes. I'm a good-natured man, retired, and spend most of my time sailing the Echo River, riding currents of subterranean gas and that strange invisible wind that moans out of the small tunnels along the bank. Seeking a companion to map the river with me. I have two grown children, but they live far away. No goofballs. Okay, what do you think? Uh, what was that about goofballs? You don't like a little humor in your life, huh? Don't like a little fun? I mean like serious inquiries only? Oh, okay. Uh, you might miss out on some really great goofballs. Haha, you may be right about that. Um, Think about the witness a bit much, maybe? Yeah, you're probably right. I wanted to show my poetic side. I'll save that for the date. You'll be fine. It's fine to mention your children, I think. Because they live far away. Alright, thanks for the help, man. Really renewed my confidence. I'm ready to get back on that computer. You have a good night now. What's left of it, anyway. Alright, bye-bye. Shouldn't you wait here a bit longer? You might find your date just yet. The crystals are rough, dirty, somewhat damp. They must have come out of the river. Johnny seemed distant. Hmm. He was excited about Kate's dog too. Junebug tries to scrape some green algae off a larger specimen. Examine it for the kind of cloudy inner formation the attendant said was so popular. It's always just been the two of us on the bike. But what about one more dog? Q and a few HAKYU and a few numbers are woven through the algae. It may be best just to ask him what's on his mind. This isn't algae at all. It's a decayed plastic bag caught on the rock. Do you ever feel so paper thin? Like a plastic bag floating through the wind or something like that. Johnny, what's that? It's a crystal. Oh, what's that? It's a crystal. I bought it for you. Wow, thank you, man. Hey, could you hold on to it for a minute? I'm going to look around inside. Wish me luck. Good luck. Wait, why is she following me though? Let me go in. Wait, what the fuck is happening? Bugger? Gimlet is Bugger? There's two people to talk to here. Junibug and Val, and Junibug and Val. Okay, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Hey man, how's your night? Quiet. Phew, where are you headed? Just following Junibug. She was in here a minute ago. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling you two might be traveling together. I never travel, but I do love travelers. That's a bit unfortunate. If you love travelers but don't travel. I guess if you want to meet a lot of travelers, you shouldn't travel yourself, because if you're staying still, then the travelers come to you. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I like about this job. The travelers come to me. You ever get lonely here? Yes, I do. Well, let me know if I can help you find anything. Alright. Al, hey Al, what's up? Oh, it is good to be among friends. Suit yourself. Wow, I should take a page out of your book, man. I'd give you any advice I could, little guy, but I think the most important thing I can say is glory. It is good to be among friends. Okay, I'll see what I can do with that. It's a ritual of remembrance for me. Tonight, particularly so, it's my birthday. I am 5 years old. Do you know why I say that? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Is it because you're born on a leap year? 5 years and some days ago, I set out on the Echo River alone. Or so I thought at the time. Oh no, okay. You were spiritually reborn 5 years ago, I see. I was looking for some ice flowy? They're occasionally rumored to travel our humble, artery on their way down from who knows where to who knows where. Who knows why? It's a mystery. An hour into the journey, my lantern gave out. Now, I always carry 3 or 4 spares. You'll never catch me in the dark again. Lesson learned, buddy. Okay. But that night, when that lantern went out, I was stuck in the dark. I kept my arm extended, running my fingers along the cave wall, trying to keep my bearing as best I could, and at least make sure I wasn't going in circles. I just prayed I'd find another traveler who knew his way back to the lake or above ground, or even just a crack in the rock to get a glimpse of moonlight. I had a large bag of apples with me. After a long while, maybe a day, I was getting weak, so I took my hand down from the rock to tear the bag open. Well, when I reached back out, I couldn't find that cave wall anymore. Or any other. I was totally moored, buddy. Unmoored, buddy. Totally adrift. And it was dark. I started counting times and apples eaten. I drifted in despair for 4 apples. I mean, how fast is he eating apples though? Then I schemed and planned and dreamed for 2 apples. Finally, I came to accept my fate. Lost at sea. And this phase I think would have continued indefinitely had I not come down to that very last damn apple. Picture me feeling around in the empty bag, uncertain that somehow there was another one of those fist-sized chunks of life-giving fruit, already softened by time and probably an unappetizing brown. Nope, that was it. Just as I was about to bite into my last meal, I felt a tickle on my upper lip. It hatched right then. It couldn't have been a moment later, or I would have eaten it. Oh no, my last apple was infested by a damn fruit fly maggot. Damn. That's gross. But I guess it's better than eating it. Well, that should have been the end of it. I should have eaten that apple. And that fly while I was at it. To put an end to our little food chain suicide pact, but I waited. Out of mercy. After all, this fly was basically a newborn child, right? A gross insect child, but still a child, right? Born into darkness and famine, hungry and alone. I mean, can you imagine that? No other flies out here on the boat, and never would be. No other flies to welcome him to the world. I mean, no fly culture, no fly society, no fly history. A true orphan. Pretty fly for a fly guy. I started to get depressed just thinking about it all. Worked out a thick tear, I'm not ashamed to say. Well, that fly landed on my cheek, right under my left eye. Right under that salty teardrop, and then, blinding glory, his ass lit up like a candle. That wasn't a fly, buddy. That was a damn lightning bug. Aw, pog. So that's how come I'm here today with you folks. Only because I found my way out of that strange river cave by the dim lit rear of some orphan insect hatched out of my last rotten apple. Glory, it is good to be among friends. What a story. What a story. Must be true. I don't doubt him at all. Let's talk to Johnny and Val, maybe. Junibug. Who's Junibug talking to? I don't know. Might Johnny talk your ear off out here? Oh, she's talking to the dog. Damn, he's even got me talking to dogs now. I think I can see why he does it. You're a good listener, Val. Okay. Talk to Johnny and Val again. What do you think of that other dog we've got on board, Val? Blue's a sleepy old hound dog. I know she isn't doing any mushroom hunting, that's for sure. I like to try, weird cave fungus growing on soggy moth wings. Sounds kind of romantic, but also kind of gross, right? So I'm still talking to this dog, huh? But I'm standing here somehow. Think it's a bug, but not a big problem. So would you like to ride with us for a day? I bet you would. We're good company. Nah, I guess it's settled anyway. Nice to think about, though. Seems like Johnny really likes dogs, but maybe Junibug isn't as receptive, or maybe she's just how do you say? She's just responsible, right? doesn't make promises she doesn't know she can keep. We don't know where we'll be, so we can't just take the dog with us. That guy's a trip, that gas station attendant. Did you talk to him? It's funny, he actually reminds me of that frog we had for a bit. That frog you had? Oh, I like to think he was part of the family, you know. He seemed more like a cat to me, the attendant, I mean. Oh yeah, I can see that too. Aloof, but strangely chatty. Maybe we should pick up another one? A frog or a cat? Or an iguana or something? Or maybe a third person to travel with? Huh. Now that could be a whole new adventure, wouldn't it? You and me, we're good together. Safe, free, you know what I mean? We can try stuff out, change our clothes, swap parts around, just play. I'm not lonely, just curious. With another person to play with, what else could we be? I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, I mess with a good thing. Oh, that's Kate. Time to hit the road. River, I mean. Awkward. Kind of awkward. Toot toot! See that small brick building? It used to be an upholstery shop. Now it's inhabited by a very skilled taxidermist, whose art is greatly in demand. When it was an upholstery shop, it didn't see nearly as much business. The old shop's name has been lost to time and weather. This was decades ago, and the only trace of it now is the grayed frame of an old sign behind the new lettering, which now reads Trapper, Stalker, and Sportsman, and then below smaller, no specimen is too exotic, no arrangement too fanciful. Some of the upholstery equipment is still there too, and still sees active use. Elise is the resident artist, though she's not the owner of the shop. It's owned by a reclusive ex-convict named Judah. Very little is known about him. His crime is generally assumed to be violent or otherwise gruesome in some detail. Though of course that's all speculation and probably comes from his association with the taxidermy business. Even though he never so much as skins a squirrel. He's more like a silent partner. I guess those are the ones you're supposed to keep an eye on. But Judah is old and keeps to himself, and the consensus seems to be that he's paid his debt to society, whatever that debt may have been. Let me get some water 1 second. What should Shannon do? There's a bar I could go to, or I could just stay indoors and look at a video collection. Maybe I'll check out the videos. I did say I was gonna take a look at that tape recorder. Act 4, Scene 3. Seems now there's actually some branching storylines. As in, not real choices you make, but like, you can either experience this story or that story. Which is great for replayability, yay! But that's both a pro and a con, I guess. Not really a fan of sitting through tons of dialogue I've already seen just to see the 20% that I haven't seen before, you know what I mean? Eject. Now look around. Hello, kitty cat. Hello, kitty cat. The shelves are full of dusty tapes. Some have been relabeled several times, the stickers piling up on their thick spines. Thick on their spines. Funeral thing. Grrrah. Ooh, that's a lot of cockroaches. Ew, that's gross, dude. But they're not even cockroach shaped. What the hell? Oh, are they crabs? They might be hermit crabs, maybe. Put it in. Let's see what it has to say. Wow, a true connoisseur of film. She turns off the lights just to watch TV. An elderly couple sits on folding chairs in the middle of a TV studio, undecorated except for a funereal lily on a thin blue vase on the table. The lights are a bit too dim to make out their features. She reads from a newspaper with unhurried efficiency. Gloria B. of Munfordville passed away on Monday at her residence. Survivors include her children, Dakota, Montana, Minnesota, and Bobby. Name the odd one out. All of Mumsfordville. A memorial service will be held at 7 p.m. Thursday at Haddon Huffman Funeral Home in Mumfordsville, with cremation to follow. She never knew Gloria. He thinks he may have heard the name, wondering aloud if she ever worked at a cafe down there in Munfordsville. The woman who ran that place was once called Gloria, or maybe still is. Who never knew Gloria? They take a call. Someone who knew Gloria B., if not very well. The caller once installed a satellite dish at Gloria's house, a 900 square foot ranch-style home on 2 acres at a dead end, backed by weeds and pine. When the caller mounted the ladder up to Gloria's roof, she slid open her window and tugged urgently at his pant leg, trying to murder him. He followed her gaze behind the house to 2 wild turkeys picking through the weeds. Gloria and the caller watched, silent and still, as the huge birds foraged obliviously into the trees. Then he installed the satellite dish. Sad? That's all I can do? Stand up and sad? Alright. Sad. Wee. Search. Man, I should have... Oh, question mark. Yeah. I don't know, I'm kind of bored with this. Watching videos alone, but I don't actually even get to watch video. I'm just reading. I'm just reading alone, man. If they said I was gonna be down here with books, I would have left. I would have gone to the bar. God damn it. I'm bored. I wanna talk to people. That awful hum. It seems to start before Shannon even hits play. And there's this familiar room. There are the blank gray walls marked with tape and school desks. And this time she notices a few more details. The murky carpet like standing water. Some video equipment stashed in the corner. A row of lockers. Relatable? You like books instead of people? Yeah. I mean, probably not. Okay, not same. Like, if it's books, I can't relate, man. Home is better than bar? Yeah, I'd say so for me personally. But I'm not trying to roleplay Shannon here. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get a good story going. I would say bars are more interesting story-wise. Maybe, hopefully. And there's Weaver. Oh, Weaver? Alright, okay, this just got interesting. This just got 10 times more interesting. Yeah. Because Weaver is Shannon's cousin. And she disappeared a couple years ago. Maybe more than a couple. There's Weaver, looking serenely at the camera. As before, she starts speaking and, as before, there's no sound but that hum. Shannon finds Weaver's words coming back to her, as they appear in captions on the screen. Weaver. Mail, school, and these magnificent tragic horses. Go underground as deep as you can go. The air is cool and the earth is damp, and when you close your eyes, you are surrounded by the dead. Remember where that is? You'll find your way from there. I think this place is what you're looking for. Some of it will wash away soon, but I think you'll be happy here, even without the mail, school. The text repeats for a few minutes, and Shannon stops the tape. Spooky! That's spooky! Alright, let's put the tape back. Or maybe we should carry it with us. I think I'm done with tapes. She steps away from the tapes and wipes the dust from her hands. For now, anyway. Let's go check out the main deck. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me investigate that cat for a second, eh? I don't think I can though. Unlucky. Game sucks. You can't pet the cat. Oh wait, maybe here? Maybe this way? Hello? Hello? Yay, kitty cat. Hello? Hello? I can only stand around the cat? I guess sometimes that's as good as you can get, right? Hello cat. Pet pet pet. Hello cat. Yeah, that's good. With cats, you always want to like ignore it, you know? Because if you ignore it, then it's more interested in you. Then you'll get its affection. Ha ha ha. Gotta play hard to get with cats. They like tsunderes. Yeah, cat. Yeah, look at me, cat. Yeah. Alright, bye bye. See you later, cat. Fuck, but I just wanted to pet it. Main deck. Anything to do here? No, doesn't look like it. Can I go to the bar now? I've changed my mind. I don't want to read no more. Kate and Will, hello. You just hanging out, guys? Well, no, it was only a few notes. Slow and sad, like funeral music, you know? I don't remember it being sad, just simple and unburdened. Maybe that's what funeral music sounds like to me. Unburdened. Yikes. That's a kind of symbolic, maybe? Like, when people die, they're just gone, unburdened. Oh, hello. Kate and I were just trying to remember the Mammoth song, but neither of us have heard it for years. Will just found a mechanism. In the mammoth's belly, hidden in gritty, matted fur. It's like a big music box. A slowly spinning cylinder covered in metal pins that pluck her ducklet guts and pumps the bellows in her bowels. But some of the pins are rusted and worn away, easy to replace, if we can't even remember what the notes were. Did I hear you browsing the archive next door? Find anything good? I found something pretty unsettling, actually. Oh dear, I don't even know what's on half those tapes anymore. They used to all be movies and that kind of stuff, but I like nature documentaries especially. Some people left home movies or little art videos they made, and that damn VCR devours anything you leave in it. What? Just switched into record mode at random, I think, and picks up whatever's coming in over the antenna. Or, of course, the only station we get down here is that WEVP, community television, you know? They've got that show with the gentleman playing banjo in his birthday suit. I'm sure you've seen it. Oh yes. And if there's no tape in the machine when it tries to start recording, it makes this awful sound, like putting a squeaky toy in a food processor. I can hear it above deck. Awful. That's why I put the sign up. Please do not rewind after watching. At least that way nothing gets taped over anymore. I'm sure I can fix it. My hero. We were talking earlier, she has an intuition for these things. Not intuition, just experience. Or maybe both, why not both? You should meet Dashiell. He did a lot of volunteer work for WEVP in the early days, wiring up antennas and relays, stuff like that. I think you two would have a lot to talk about. He works at the telephone exchange. No, I'm afraid he's been let go. Oh yeah, that's odd. He still takes the ferry to work every day. I'm sure he's at the telephone exchange right now. In fact, I dropped him there a few hours ago. We're stopping at the telephone exchange again shortly to deliver their mail and pick up their trash. You should go ashore when we do. Ask for Dashiell. Dashiell? Dashiell? A little bit disheveled. I rarely miss a chance to lounge on the beach around the rum colony. And I do enjoy a drink, though I don't find their signature liqueur suits me. But this time I elected to stay aboard and shoot the breeze with Kate over some mineral water. Still, I heard reports. Uh-oh. I heard the old man went a little deeper into his cups. Not at all surprising, he seemed to have some momentum, and Patch mixes up some pretty magnetic drinks. Choot. Oh, if we're talking about the rum colony, I should tell you about Patch. He's the bartender, general manager, creative director. I guess that means he cooks the book. He books the music. He pretty much runs the place for the last 7 years. A lot of folks assume he owns it, but that is not the case. The rum colony is owned by a dead man named Vernon. Technically, it would be owned by the power company, who once bought a sizable interest from Vernon as part of a state-sponsored investment program. But a clause in that arrangement requires them to keep their hands off the day-to-day, and most the profits, so long as Vernon walks this earth. The upshot of all this is that nobody can forth to identify the body. Got him. Patch is a good guy though. Kind, trustworthy, and he mixes a strong Mai Tai if that's your thing. Hey, that's a doorway. Telephone booth maybe? Oh, Valkyrie and Blue launch below deck? What, I get to control the dogs? That'd be cool. Or I could stop to do some business by the telephone. Maybe I better go to the telephone. I don't really want to go below deck again. That was a bit boring. I think you can't really play this game with the fear that you're missing out on content. Or like story, plot. Just anything goes, man. You gotta go with the flow. You gotta be like the drifters of the story. Gotta be cool. Just drift around in the Zero and on the Echo River. I guess we're gonna be here for a minute. Looks like they have a few calls to make. What are you going to do? Yeah, that's a good question. Just thought I'd stretch my legs, you know, on firm ground. I didn't realize this place would be floating on barrels. Like when I was driving long hauls. That's the real big trucks. Now, sometimes I wouldn't leave the cab but to pump gas. I took my meals in there, I slept in there, I changed my socks in there, you know, the whole thing. Yeah, actually, I've seen a video about truckers recently. And, you know those big long haul trucks? They actually have a bed in them, or two beds, and it's actually quite big on the inside. It's almost like a really, really compact trailer. Like a really small trailer. Can fit like a fridge in there, bunk beds. So it's, yeah, it makes sense that you could eat there, sleep in there, change your socks in there. Seems like a cozy place to live, but I don't know. Probably it takes a certain type of person to be able to not hate it, maybe. Because you don't have a lot of space. You also don't have a permanent place, maybe. You're always just traveling around. And I guess it would be hard to have permanent bonds with people as well. You're always traveling around. I guess if you just travel from one stop to another, like drive from one state to another, then it wouldn't be that bad, but yeah, that's a drifter type of lifestyle, I guess. So one time I was hauling a bunch of big spools, telephone wires, I think. Actually, out from California into Washington State. You know where that is? It's way out. On a map, it's kind of to the left of here, more or less. In between California and Washington, there's a place called Oregon. Is there? Oh, you mean... Huh? I thought... Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, all right. Oregon Trail. Yeah, you go to the left. You go to the left on the map. Anyway, and you can't pump your own gas there. They have a guy who does it called a gas jockey, and you better not even open your door, or they get all suspicious. Dun, da da dun 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 dun, da da dun. American geography? That's weird. I thought California was connected to Washington, but I guess Oregon's in the way, and probably Nevada is in the way too. Drove through California and into Washington, and I refueled in the middle, in Oregon, and so I didn't set foot out of my truck for a whole day. When I came out of that cab, the ground rushed up like it missed me. Gave me a big old kiss right on the cheek. Oh, chin, right there. What I'm saying is, hell, I forget. What am I talking about? It's important to take breaks. Exactly. Don't forget that, and don't say I never taught you anything. Oh, guess I'll head back aboard. Might see if I can find any of the good stuff stashed in the... Maybe in the spice cabinet? Maybe in the medicine cabinet. Haha, that's where it belongs. I get it, medicine. Haha. Hell, who am I talking to? Don't listen to me, kid. I'll see you in a few. Stop him! Stop him! How can he get back? He has no boat. He's gonna jump? He's gonna swim? The madman. Holy shit, everyone's just fucking looking at him. Yo, what the fuck? He wants to drink that badly. He just swims back to the swims back to the boat. Okay then. I might turn on the phone. Who is that? Shannon? Might be. Beep boop beep 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 beep. You have 23 new messages.
I
Beep.
remember going
Oh, there's voice acting on this one.
a house in a rustic county, Maine. I was 2. We were moving,
Turn up a little.
and we were driving up in a white Nissan station wagon with faux wood paneling. And it was the first time that I'd seen the house that I was gonna live in for the next 7 years.
Ah, this must be that line. Like, this must be the phone that we interacted with at the start of the stream, right? People are calling in to say why they can't sleep or something. Or maybe they're calling in to give memories from another prompt from the phone that I didn't get. Clicking and beeping. Well, listens to the next message. You have 22 message.
Being washed in the bathroom sink.
Okay. Kind of reminds me like of that Garfield video, that 4-hour lasagna cat video. Where people just call in. Next message. I was just
Was just parking my car. I had to parallel park it. The street that I live on was full, but there was a but it just got cold today for like the first time in a long time. So I had the heat on. And whenever you have the heat on in an old car, it definitely smells a certain way. It smells kind of like it almost smells. You can like smell that it's hot, and you can feel it too. But the smell that it is like from the car itself, like from the engine. And there's been a lot of smoking going on in that car, so it's not exactly a pleasant smell, but it's definitely strong and it's definitely there. And with the windows down, you can also smell that it's cold. So you get both. And that feeling together is super familiar if you've been in old cars a lot. Anyway, I was parking and I had to go in and out about it like 3 times, but when I finally finished parking, it was like perfect. Both wheels against the curb, and that's when I had like the double memory of when I first learned how to drive. My mom taught me how to parallel park. She told me the story about when her dad, who was a motorcycle cop, taught her how to parallel park. And every time she parallel parked, he would take out a dime, and if he could fit the dime
the fuck? Who does
between
that?
the wheel of her car and the curb of the street, then she had to do it again.
That's abuse,
She didn't
brother.
do that for me,
Why
but
would you
every time
insist
that I
that
got
your
upset
wife
about having
parks
to do
so
it again,
close to the curb
she would
that
tell me
the wheels are
that at
touching it?
least
Isn't
I
that
didn't
bad
have
for
to
the
drive
wheels?
distance
Like, how do you get out?
away from the
You
curb.
can't turn, right?
I
You
learned
can't
how to drive
turn.
in the fall, and
Because if you
I
turn,
must
the
be so
back of the
lost
wheel
during
is
that
gonna hit
time.
the curb.
I don't know when my mom learned to drive.
It's true. Okay. Well, I think there's a lot of memories here. Don't know if I want to listen to them all. Just one more, maybe.
Oh, probably
Now, what would be
going to
really
school.
spooky? If this game actually listened to my mic and then played my own message back to me. Holy shit. Alright, I guess not. Alright, hang it up. I guess Will is like a mysterious character that kind of like collects stories, maybe. That's interesting. Alright, let me bring the volume down again so it doesn't come too loud. To Ezra. Don't you go diving in too. It's actually really cold and kind of dangerous. Did he say where he was going? He's looking for the good stuff. I see. Still thirsty. Kate keeps some diet soda in the broom closet, but you didn't hear it from me. It's next to the bleach. Bring a flashlight. Oh no, I don't think that's what he was looking for. So, any important messages? Every single one. Actually, only 4, because I didn't listen to the other 19, but we worry about that some other day. Where are you headed tonight, small man? Oh no. Good for you. Pat pat. We met Ezra earlier tonight, and he's been very helpful. I'm hoping we can return the favor once we get back above ground. Poor kid was sleeping at the bus station and just lost track of his folks. He'll be alright. He's more at home down here than any of us. Trust me, I have an eye for it. Okay? Alright, your turn. Who is this? Kate. Burp, 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 burp. Doot, doot, doot. Summer. Kate, thanks for calling. How you feeling? Pregnant? I couldn't get settled in bed, so I was just watching TV. Some cooking shows about high concept junk food, and everyone from my high school chemistry class was there, making cupcakes out of old bicycle parts. I think I might have dozed off for a bit, actually. Honestly, this baby can come out whenever he wants. I'm completely over it. Good for you. You sound really confident. Oh, it's all an act. I'm actually. Bzz, bzz. Whoa, God, the phone's down here are such a mess. Hey, Kate, I really appreciate you checking in. I have your pager number, and so does Eric. Just in case I'm too, distracted or whatever. I'll let you go. I should try to eat something. Same, to be honest. Um, oh God. Eh, try some of that lichenol I left, just to help settle your stomach. Okay, thanks. Maybe I'll just chew on some ice. Talk to you soon, Kate. Hopefully. Don't. Alright, who's next? Who's next on the phone? Just checking in on a client. Did I mention I'm a birth doula? Um, wow. How does that fit with being a tugboat captain? Some women choose to come on labor on the boat actually. For the rest, I have a backup, just in case I can't get back to dry land in time. I've been lucky and only had to lean on her a handful of times, out of several hundred births. You'll never believe how many people are just born all the time. That's what humans do, I guess. But also, how many people are living on this river? That's a lot of people. Everything okay? Everything's great. Sounds like she's ready. Some women just know. It's amazing. Others are caught totally by surprise. Your friend went back aboard? He's been drinking a bit. Oh, I should have pointed him toward the head. What's the head? Head of the boat? Is this Junibug? Doesn't seem as robotic now. Oh no, this is Clara, right? I'm glad you phoned. I was just thinking of you. You're sitting by the phone waiting for my call? That's so nice. I was eating an early lunch actually, and my mind was wandering. I visited the hospital yesterday. I went to visit Uncle Andreas, but they moved him. Now he's in hospice care facility run by some old Polish nun. Everyone says it's very nice. I asked them about visiting and they said he didn't want any visitors. It's just being stubborn. What if what if the hospice was preventing him from speaking to his loved ones, man, and draining him of all his money? I've recently watched a movie called I Care a Lot, and that's basically the plot, so a bit paranoid right now. Yes, it's typical of Andreas. I was thinking maybe if you came to visit, he would see you. All those afternoons you two would go drinking beers by the river. Don't you think it would mean a lot to him if he could say goodbye to you in person? Let's take him at his word. Maybe you know him better than I do, but I just don't believe anyone would really want to die alone. Oh, here's Mother at the door. We're going to try again to see him. I hope the tour is going well. Love you. Be careful. Shoot. Rip on tour. Can't see dying uncle. My sister back home. She's very depressing to me this morning. My uncle Andreas is terminally ill and refusing visitors, and Nadia is making a stir about it. I'm sorry to hear. Are you close? Yes, but only recently. He lived abroad for most of my life. I only met him a few years ago. My sister is older, so she knew him as a child too. So I think her respect for him is distorted by sentiment. We must always take the dying at their word. Their motivations are beyond our understanding. That's an interesting perspective to have. But I don't think I agree with that completely. The older man, he's swimming back to the mammoth? No emergency, I hope. I hope there's paper. It's been a busy night. Wait, what? Paper? He's writing a letter? Haha, I hadn't heard that euphemism. Must be Lithuanian. Brandon approaches. Who's Brandon? I don't suppose any of you folks are headed past the Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces? Not on this run, but we'll be coming back this way in a few hours. Well, I may still be here then. It's no big deal. I'll just hang out and read or something until it's time to head back to work. Hey, you folks are traveling with that old guy, right? With the leg? Is he okay? I saw him earlier tonight. He came by the storage facility for some files. He totally bit it on the staircase. Oh wow, that's the church guy, right? He's okay though, right? Sure, he's just been drinking a bit. You know how it is. Yeah, you'd have to be to dive into the echo like that. Well, have a good night or morning almost. All right. Talked to all my friendos. Everyone had their phone calls. I guess that was like a vibe check type of area. To have everyone talk to people they care about, maybe. To connect with the rest of the world after floating on a boat for so long. That right there is Ratliff Monuments. If you ever need a headstone carved, for a loved one, I mean. Violet Ratliff, never married, nonetheless bore 6 children. Earl, Kelly, Barb, Ron, young Earl, and Beauty. And for each birth, she locked the doors of Ratliff Monuments for only 1 day. Even with young Earl when she was in labor for 36 hours. Well, that's what folks said. And I met her, and I believed them. She had the unyielding disposition of a cliffside. Kind of like Radcliffe, if you know what I mean. None of Violet's children had any desire to go into monument making. Beauty thought it was all a bit ghoulish. There's some truth to that. Very little demand for monuments to the living, after all. The run of the shop fell at last to young Earl, the only Ratliff still at home when his mother finally passed at 82, and who then had the honor of engraving her headstone. He's done well for the most part. The shop was damaged in a flood several years ago. The showcase, a mock cemetery out front, was mostly washed away. Stone monuments, bobbing violently in the first torrents of the flood, eventually sank and spread along the channel bottom down river, an elongated graveyard for no human loss. What? Visited by eyeless fish and adorned with indifferent reefs of algae. That description? Completely over my head. If a few stray stones ended up at the bottom of Lake Leith too, we'll never know. Young Earl is the last of his short line, professionally, and there's nobody around qualified to carve his monument, so he's already claimed one of those at the bottom of the river for himself. Interesting. When I die, bury me right here, in my own monument. Alright. I think I'm gonna end the stream soon. Once we get to the next location, you know? Once we get to the next scene. So I'm feeling kind of hungry, and I haven't eaten my dinner yet. To be fair, I ate quite late for lunch, so it's not that bad, but Shannon, Ezra, the old man, and I stopped at the Revensky Center to make some quick cash. Quick cash, okay. Yeah, I like to head out to the ship to explore the world, so. But I think we'll have to see this play out next time. Probably next week, because I'm playing some other games the rest of this week. Thursday, I'll be playing Wildfire, which is like a pixel art, roguelike indie game published by Humble. It's like a stealth game where you can burn things. And Saturday, I think I'm gonna play some Knockout City. That's a new game coming out soon. About dodgeball. That should be fun. And probably a Sunday too. We'll see how that goes though. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you for watching. Let me hit you with that ending screen. Alright, see you guys later. Bye bye.